It's a beautiful day to you, our lovely and smart real estate investors, both at home and also in diaspora. I'm super delighted to be on your screen today, doing what I love doing best. That is sharing and, of course, educating you about real estate investment in Lagos, Nigeria. In case you're coming across this channel for the first time, this is at Property Matters. My name is Adejare, and I'm the one that gives you all the undiluted information about real estate investment. So, in case you're coming across this channel for the first time, do us a favor, hit the subscription button. Help us reach as many people as possible so that they will be well informed and well equipped as far as investment into the Nigerian real estate market is concerned. We've done an extensive playlist on shortlet. We've done an extensive playlist on land verification. We've done an extensive playlist on how to decipher a manipulative real estate investment. We've also done series on how you can decipher a manipulative real estate developer. All these have been packed together to open your eyes to the reality of what is going on in the Nigerian real estate market. So once again, we're begging you, hit the subscription buttons, help us share this video, let us reach as many people as possible. And the purpose of Property Matters basically is for you and the people you care about not to lose a dime in any fraudulent real estate. So we educate you on how to avoid fraudulent real estate transaction. I'll be back immediately after the short commercial. Stay tuned. Hello, my name is Adejare. I'm the MD CEO of King's Cost Property. And of course, in case you're seeing this video, I want to help you secure your next real estate investment here in Lagos, Nigeria. I've been in this industry for more than 8 years, and I've worked with 4 different real estate developers. So I understand the rudiment, I understand the procedures. I even understand how you can of course identify properties that are not safe for investment. I help people do land verification, and over time I've helped people not to make bad real estate investment. So in case you want to do your next real estate investment, I'm the go-to blog. So my information is below the caption of this video. In case you want to do property on the island, you want to do it in Ibeju Lekki, just let us know. And of course, in case you're seeing this video, I'll be sharing some really useful real estate tips. Ensure you subscribe to my channel so that you can get weekly updates of what's going on the island, what's going on in Ibeju Lekki, and different aspects of the bed. So I look forward to seeing you, and of course, you'll be getting regular tips from me. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. God bless you. See you at the top when you do a good real estate investment with King's Cost Property. Have a nice day. All right, I'm super delighted to be on your screen today, and I'm very happy for the fact that a lot of people are getting updated information concerning real estate investment in Lagos, Nigeria. I was super delighted when a prospective investor called me and she was praying for me. She was like, God bless you. You have helped us a lot. You have opened our eyes to things we did not see. We follow your channel, and all those basic steps, those advices and professional guidelines that you have outlined have helped us not to make mistakes. A lot of people have made terrible mistakes in real estate, and the purpose of this channel is to ensure you don't make further mistakes. Okay, so once again, do well to subscribe. Encourage us by subscribing. When we see those subscriptions, it shows that you're appreciating what we're doing. It shows that we are reaching as many people, and of course, it shows that you support us. So I want to say a very big thank you to everybody. It is not me, it is God. I'm just being on the verge of helping people not to be scammed. Okay, so on today's episode on Property Matters, we're going to be discussing some basic things, 2 major basic things. So today's episode is a 2-in-1. The very first thing is that I'm going to be talking about the Nigerian film cinema that the Lagos State government commissioned in Epe. I'm going to be talking about and explaining some of the things you should expect, some of the things that will be coming up, some of the things that will help you. I'll be explaining where this project will be situated. I'll also be explaining the investment risk that is associated to that place. And at the same time, I will also be sharing, of course, the investment opportunities that is there. Then also, I'm also going to be talking the reality of 2022 real estate markets. Now, on this aspect, I'm going to be very plain, very, very, simple, direct as possible. So this is what we're going to be doing. So I'll be showing you a short documentary about the commissioning of the Nigerian film industry that Lagos State government, His Excellency Babatunde Sanwo-Olu, commissioned not long ago. Okay, you'll be seeing the short documentary because it's a very, very short documentary. It's not even up to 2 minutes. Okay, so you'll be seeing what is coming on in that axis, and a lot of realtors will want to use that. Okay, to push properties to you. A lot of realtors will want to use that, to encourage you, which is good. But our aim basically is that, in as much as fact that it is good and you should have an investment there, we also want you to know that it is not everywhere you can, own an investment in Epe, because there are some things you need to understand. There are some due diligence that needs to be done. In fact, some people who claim that they have a registered survey in some parts of Epe, after some due diligence, we found out that some of them don't even have the registered survey. So I'll be explaining some things you need to know, okay, about that Epe region. We open up your eyes to see the things you should put into consideration, and you are going to have a best time with us today. So do well to subscribe. I don't know why I'm just saying this subscribe, because we want to reach a lot of people. We can't do this on ourselves. We can do it with your help. All right. So talking about the film cinema institute that was commissioned, what exactly is the opportunities that await you as an investor? How can you maximize all those projects that is coming to Epe to your own advantage? Of course, I'll be doing an extensive evaluation, a critical analysis, and I'll be explaining some of the things you need to know, things you need to put into consideration when you are investing. And towards the end of this video, I'll be explaining the reality of the 2022 real estate market in Lagos. You see, the real estate market in 2020, 2021, of course, in other parts of 2018, 16, is way, way different right now to what we have in 2022. So I'll be explaining why the differences, why you need to do a lot of things, and of course, we'll be explaining some of the things that you need to do. Remember, our basic goal is to ensure that you don't lose money to any form of real estate transaction. I will see you immediately after this short documentary. Stay tuned.
The Lagos Film City. So this is a project that we've been on for about 18 months now, and we've been working with Del York. So our partnership with Del York is not only this film city, they're actually training, and they've been on this project for over a year now. And our last trip of Twilight Studios, we met with all their partners, and we also went to DC, where we had an investors engagement with ourselves. They needed equity to be able to fund and finance that project. And we've taken this whole initiative to Epe. All of our cabases in Epe, we've got 100 hectares of land that has been demarcated, and it's there. Now the film city, which will be Africa's model film city, is also going to Epe.
All right, you're welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that short documentary. Today's topic is going to be explosive. Now, from the documentary, you have seen that there's going to be a film institute in Epe, and from the documentary, you have seen that Lagos State have marked 100 acres or 100 acres of land, to do that project, which is very, very interesting. Now, in addition to that, you also noticed that a few weeks ago, Lagos State government commissioned the food and reserve hub, which was also done a few months ago. Okay, making Epe or bringing Epe to the limelight of real estate investments. Also, in that K2 axis, I also discovered that we have different factories. We have plastic processing factories. We have Grace Polytechnic, and several other investments and industries are coming towards this axis. Now, as beautiful as this may sound, which is a fantastic development, a fantastic job by the Lagos State government. In fact, Lagos State government have brought Epe recently to a limelight, and Epe right now is the industrial region. So if you are still having the mindset of the Epe in 1995, the Epe in 1999, or the Epe in 2000, or the Epe in 2005, you'll be missing out, because you see, Epe right now is undergoing massive transformation. And if you can have the opportunity to secure verified properties in Epe, it would be a very wonderful wonderful thing for you, and of course your loved one. Now, when that food hub and logistic thing was established, this is obviously the disadvantage of government interest, in as much as fact that government interest has both advantages and disadvantages. The advantages is that it brings the people to limelight, it brings investors, it makes, of course, the value of property in that axis to appreciate very fast. People begin to shift attention to that place. Land begins to have appreciation, and of course people begin to make money when they do safe and verified real estate investment. That is good. Now, the disadvantage is that Lagos State government put 16,000 hectares of land at K2 under acquisition. I'm going to say this again. Of course, that's the chart. Can you see it now? So Lagos State government put 16,000 hectares of land at K2 under acquisition. That simply means that if you should fall or buy any property, okay, within this Epe zone, the consequence is that you cannot process any document on that land until that embargo will be lifted. Now, a lot of people have asked me questions that, will this embargo be lifted? I don't know, but I believe that what Lagos State government did basically is that they know that they will need large expanse of land, they will need land for different purposes, and that was why they reserved. So in this kind of situation, you find out that government reserved that acres or that hectares of land for their own future use. Now, a lot of people, so that obviously is a disadvantage if you should go to that K2 axis to buy property without doing a thorough search. That means that the possibility that all the land within this axis are under this, not all, some of the land under this axis may be under this acquisition, and that is why you need to do a thorough verification. Now, I've done it in my subsequent episodes, giving classification about Epe land. I talked about the freehold land, that is the free or the residential land. I talked about the agric acquisition. I talked about forestry. I talked about military zones. Okay, now that is the classification of Epe. That means that there are some portion of Epe, do you understand, that Lagos State government have reserved. And one of the way they reserve is that they reserve it, they put different kind of acquisition, whether it is military, whether it is agric or forestry. Now, this is what Lagos State expects you to do. In a place, when you see agric acquisition, when you see forestry acquisition, or when you see any form of acquisition, okay? Now, what Lagos State government is expecting you to do is that to approach them. Now, in a situation whereby you buy with the intention of living, which is good, live to resell, a fantastic idea, which is good. Don't dare do any project on that land if you have not gotten your papers. Now, the reason why I'm saying this basically is that when you are doing a real estate investment, don't just focus majorly on the investment or the benefits. Always ask your real estate advisor, what are the risk factors? Although many of them try to shy away from this because of the fact that when they discuss some of this real factor with you, the risk factor with you, many of them are of the opinion that it may discourage you from investing. But it is very good to create, a balanced equation. Let me know my opportunities. Let me know my risk. These are the things that will help you to make an informed decision. Like I said previously, larger part of K2 right now falls under committed acquisitions. You can't process a document on any lands. More importantly, those areas that fall under the 16,000 hectares that has been acquired by Lagos state government. This is the way things works in Lagos. Some developers are fully aware of this. They will still go ahead and buy. Now it is now left for you to do a thorough due diligence for you to know if the portion of land you are buying does not fall under that. So that is it. In as much as fact that all this project will attract investors, it will bring a lot of opportunities to Epe. If you go and buy land that is committed, Sarah, it doesn't matter what you are being told, Sarah. And this time around, I also discovered basically that Lagos State right now is so much keen on giving out titles on land right now. In fact, if you should know the amount of money people pay at Alausa to get titles on land, it's because of the fact that they are aware of the opportunities. Of course, most of those opportunities, they are the one bringing it in. So they also want to be in a advantage position whereby they can provide housing, they can provide land. In fact, their real estate investors, both home and diaspora, I know a lot of people will not be happy with what I'm about to say. See, by the time it gets to 2023, 2024, 2025, you'll be buying land directly from governments now. With what we have seen at Alausa. Now, most of these real estate companies that are selling to you, when you look at their C of O, you will see government allocated C of O. That means that some of them went to Alausa Street to buy from government before they are now selling to people. Okay, so is it that the company you want to buy from has gone to government, okay, to acquire that property and sell to you, or you, the investors, have gone all by yourself to government, okay, to acquire that property from them? But one or two things will happen. Lagos will be the one giving out lands, selling it to people, and giving title. So this is what we are foreseeing with the pace at which Lagos State real estate investment is going on, with the involvement of government right now when it comes to land and title, with these regulations that they are setting right now. By this time, 2023, 2024, 2025. So if you have an opportunity to buy a land that is free from any form of acquisition, let me say it again. If you have the opportunity to buy any land that is free from all forms of acquisition, that is backed up with a paper. Remember, I was saying, I've said it that whoever has paper that can claim ownership of land and has been thoroughly vetted, if you can get such land, grab it with both hands and just watch and see how events will unfold. Now, to the final part of today's episode of Property Matters. Now, I said it at the commencement of this video. I said the Ibeju Lekki, in 2002, 2010, 2018, 2019, a lot of transformation, a lot of policies have changed from government. I'm going to say this again. Now, that means that there are places that a lot of people charted at Ibeju Lekki that was free, that people could, process documents. There are some places that was sold to people that with the intention, okay, a lot of people sold property to some people with the intention that we will process this document, we will process that document, like the way it's done, like the way the real estate sector works in Nigeria is that in process, along the line, nothing is eventually processed. So most times the developers are always at the mercy of the developer, or I'm sorry, the investors are always at the mercy of the developer, or the investors are going by themselves to allow us to start running, the properties, the title, to fix the survey and every other thing related to land. Dear investors, the trend of change that we have in Ibeju Lekki right now is that in some places in Foluise, in some places in Museyo, in some places in Igondo, in some places of I'm trying to remember the name of this community. It's a community, Igbogun community, Odiomi community, Government have changed a lot of land policies there. I'm going to say it again. Some places of Ibeju Lekki, Eleko precisely, Igondo Urudu precisely, um, Museyo precisely, um, some part of Lekki town, places of Shiriwon area of Ibeju Lekki, those Lacampine Tropicana axis, the Folu, the Ise, do you understand? The Lacampine Tropicana axis, the Igbogun axis, and the Odiomi axis. If you have not, if you have bought a property there and you have not fixed the title, I want to encourage you to try as much as you can to resolve anything that has to do with title perfection or title whatsoever on your property, because the policies that government set as at that time, those property was sold to you in 2018, 2019, 2020, in 2022 that we are in right now. Policies have changed. A lot of things have happened. In some places that were free, if you go there now, when you chat it, they are committed. In some places whereby people have started processing excision and at some point they stopped, when you go to those places right now, the result of that places have changed. I'm not trying to scare anybody, okay? I'm just trying to wake you guys up to the reality of what is going on. So in some places whereby they used to be free, policies have changed in Alausa. So this is why you need to start to recheck. If you have bought before, I will advise you to go and recheck. Go and recheck the property you have bought. Know the status of the property. And once the status is good, start processing your C of O. A lot of people, a lot of policies have changed in Lagos State's Ministry of Land Bureau. More importantly, the Ibeju Lekki axis. And this is why I usually come online to tell people, if you must do anything in Ibeju Lekki now, if it is not a titled property, okay, I don't always encourage. More importantly, those hot investment zones like the refinery axis. If you are doing a property and you're not, it's not a titled property, you're at your own risk. If you are going towards the free trade zone axis, you're doing a property there, at least such property must have a gazette. If they don't have such gazette, you are running at your own risk. If you are going towards the Lacampine Tropicana axis, it must have a title. At least the list must be gazette. You're going towards the Igbogun axis and the Lacampine. So these are some of the things you need to know, because policies have changed. Some places that used to be free are now committed. So these are some of the things you need to know. More importantly, if you are still interested in that property, if you have, maybe some people now, they've signed that I've bought, Akuku did not know the. So if you're like that kind of person that you can afford to lose that property, you can choose to fold your arms and watch events unfold. But if you're still very much interested in that property, the very first thing is that go and rechat that location that you have bought and start processing your papers. See, come 2023, a lot of developers. I was on site today and I discovered someone approached me and said there was a property that was up for sale. And that property, the developer put a signboard there, and they told me that the developer, the family people want to sell. And I was asking why. I was told that the developer that bought that place, that are sold to people, have left the country. Dear investors, quick one before I round off. When you're doing a real estate investment, number one, the profile of the company you're buying with matters. Number two, the activities of the company in terms of the stability. If a real estate company is not stable enough to come to manage activities and exist within 5-10 years frame, you have no business. You see, I've said it before. When a lot of people are putting signboard, most people are just selling real estate with the intention of gathering money and leaving the country. So you need to know the real estate company that will be stable. You need to know the real estate company that intends to run for as long as time will permit in, than someone who's just setting up company, selling and running away from the country. So these are the recent trends of investments that I want you people to know, so that when you're making a decision, it will be an informed decision. I'm going to continue in a subsequent video explaining some of the places in Epe that you should pitch your investments. So if you have found value from what we've discussed so far, if you're super excited with what we've done today, and you want to encourage us to keep doing this, subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm begging you to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Share this video with a lot of people, and we will keep giving you undiluted. Okay, we are not going to compromise our standard. We'll keep giving you all the information as they unfold. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video by the special grace of God. Have a nice day. God bless you. Bye.